Hi, this is Rod Faulkner, and you are listening to the SeventhMatrix.com Eye on Sci-Fi podcast. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 181 of the SeventhMatrix.com Eye on Sci-Fi podcast. The podcast where we share with you terrific indie science fiction and fantasy, online short films, web series, and other closely related media. We also feature the occasional conversation with the talented creators who are producing sensational, independent speculative works. Thank you for joining me. And in this episode, I'm going to share with you a pretty terrific post-apocalyptic short film entitled Phoenix 9. Now, when Phoenix 9 opens, well, folks, World War III has happened, and nuclear catastrophe has devastated the entire planet, including, of course, the United States. The film follows 7 survivors post-apocalypse as they try to make a perilous trek from the east coast of the United States to a rumored conclave of survivors in the west coast. But halfway through their journey, when they are attempting to find shelter in a nuclear desert, they find a building and there they take temporary refuge. Within this refuge, though, you can see the wear and tear that the journey and, of course, their present circumstances is having on the 7 individuals in this group. Some try to create a sense of normalcy, while others succumb to the stress and the pressure. But when a severe superstorm threatens them, they discover a secret deep within the bowels of their shelter. And this secret, well, it promises unexpected and surprising hope for the group. Phoenix 9 features a post-apocalyptic world that actually feels real. But what is even most impressive, aside from the slick visual effects, is the interactions between the characters in the group of refugees. Their reactions read as visceral and real, and you really become quite engrossed in their interrelationships. And I have to give kudos to the director, Amir Reichardt, and the writer, Pierre Gottfried, for creating such an intimate, intense setting and creating some fascinating characters that you become invested in the 20-some-odd minutes of the runtime of this film. Of course, a link to where you can watch Phoenix 9 is included in the show notes of this episode. Just check the show notes of your podcast aggregator, or you can visit the7thmatrix.com and you will be taken directly to the show notes of this current episode. While you're visiting the 7th Matrix, I encourage you to explore all of the other terrific independent science fiction and fantasy short films and other media that we have covered on the site. I also need to ask you to visit our support section, because without the support of listeners like you, we would not be able to continue to keep the lights on at the 7thmatrix.com and here at Eye on Sci-Fi Podcast, and we do appreciate that. Please leave us a review and rating wherever you get your podcast, because that does help others find us, and we appreciate that a great deal as well. Okay, that's it for this episode, everyone. Thank you again for joining me, and until the 7th Matrix portal reopens, stay safe and healthy out there. And remember, take a break, escape the mundane, and enter the fantastic. Take care.